What is the mood down there? I would think fairly excited because the Charlie Crist campaign is starting to close the gap a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A little while ago, they saw the numbers with Governor Scott 48%, Charlie Crist 47%, closing the gap. And a lot of people are happy to hear about that here because there's still some precincts from South Florida that have not reported, so it gives them hope how this might turn out. Interesting journey for Charlie Crist. 20 years ago, he started his political career right here in St. Pete. This is his hometown. This is his base. This is where folks know him the best. Back in 2006, at this very hotel, he celebrated his victory as governor of Florida as a Republican, and now, some 8 years later, he's trying to become the governor again as a Democrat. So folks just kind of waiting to see what's happening. They know it's close. We were told for the last couple of weeks it was going to be close. The question is, which way are the undecided voters breaking? Which way did they break today? And what was that final thing that made them make up their mind finally? Earlier, just a little while ago, I had a chance to talk to Democrat Alex Sink. She was the Democratic candidate 4 years ago who lost to Governor Rick Scott by about 60,000 votes, despite him spending $70 million of his own money. Here's what she had to say.
What we learned 4 years ago was that we really need to work hard on our get out the vote effort in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. Those are the places that are very heavy Democratic votes. We had enough margin in those three counties. We just didn't get enough voters out. Only 41% of the Democrats decided to turn out to vote. And so I haven't seen the turnout numbers yet for this year, but I know that the Crist campaign spent a lot of money and hired a lot of staff people, and we're really, really working on their get out the vote effort.
Sink went on to tell me that she's been spending the last couple of years doing charitable work and helping young folks who want to run for office prepare their ability to do that, and helping startups get going to create jobs here in Florida. So it's a waiting game, 48-47, Scott to Crist, the latest numbers we're seeing here, and for a lot of folks here, they're feeling okay about that right now. We're getting close. We're almost close to knowing who will be the next governor of Florida. Back to you.
We're hoping.
Well, that's the big question tonight, Luann. Folks here are hanging around. I would describe the mood as subdued. A few minutes ago when they got the news that Rick Scott defeated Charlie Crist, there was a collective sigh in this room and kind of this exasperation, this we just can't capture the governor's mansion factor. Folks are sticking around here despite the disappointing news. They want to hear from Charlie Crist. They want to hear his message. They want to hear maybe how they lost. The polls coming into it had him maybe up by a point. It looks like maybe he'll lose it by a point. A couple of interesting thoughts. Adrian Wiley pulling about 4% tonight, the Libertarian candidate. How did that play into all this? Polls yesterday, a couple days ago, had a 9% undecided group. Which way did they break? Why did they break for Rick Scott? That'll be the question that the Florida Democratic Party tries to dissect starting tomorrow morning. But right now, folks here, disappointed. They were hoping for the victory. They were hoping. They were so close in 2010 and again in 2014 to recapturing the governor's mansion, but the Democratic Party just can't get it done. They're waiting now to hear from Charlie Crist. 20 years ago, he started his political career here in St. Pete. Back in 2006, he celebrated his victory as governor here at this very hotel as a Republican. Tonight, back at the same hotel, this time his bid for a governorship results in a loss. Back to you.